Cheese gets a bad reputation. Too fatty, too salty, too indulgent. And for years, that's what we believed, especially for older adults trying to stay healthy. But what if I told you that some cheeses don't break your body down? They actually build it up. What if the secret to stronger legs, better balance, and less muscle loss after 60 has been sitting quietly in your fridge, wrapped in wax paper, aged to perfection, and completely overlooked? Cheese, when chosen wisely, isn't just safe. It can be one of the most powerful tools we have to fight age-related muscle loss, or what we call sarcopenia. So in today's video, I'll walk you through 3 specific cheeses that are rich in high-quality protein, essential amino acids, and muscle-rebuilding nutrients. These aren't trendy diet gimmicks. They're clinically proven foods I've recommended to hundreds of older adults who wanted to walk farther, stand longer, and live more independently. How old are you, and where are you watching from? I'd love to know who's on this journey with us today. Now let's dive in, starting with the first on our list. Cheese number 1, cottage cheese, the quiet muscle builder. Let me start with a cheese you've probably heard of, but maybe haven't respected enough: cottage cheese. I know some of you might be thinking about those old 80s diet plans or bland snack trays, but let me reintroduce you to cottage cheese, not as a diet food, but as a muscle-preserving powerhouse for seniors. Half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese gives you about 14 grams of protein for only 81 calories. What's even more impressive is the type of protein inside. It's mostly casein, a slow-digesting protein that nourishes your muscles over 6 to 8 hours. Think of it like a time-release muscle repair system, working quietly in the background while you go about your day, or even while you sleep. Cottage cheese also contains over 1 gram of leucine per serving. Leucine is the key that tells your body, hey, it's time to build muscle. And after 60, we need more leucine than younger adults just to trigger that process. Add to that the soft texture, low chewing requirement, and versatility of cottage cheese, and you've got a protein source that works for almost anyone, especially if you've lost appetite or struggle with tough meats. You can mix it with berries and honey in the morning, or with tomatoes and herbs for something savory. Blend it into smoothies or use it in spreads and dips. I've even seen patients swap out mayonnaise for cottage cheese in chicken salad. And here's the kicker. Multiple studies show that older adults who eat cottage cheese daily experience slower muscle loss, better recovery, and improved strength, especially when paired with light movement like walking. Cheese number 2, Parmesan, the protein concentrate. Our second powerhouse is one of the oldest cheeses in the world, yet one of the most underrated for seniors: Parmesan. Authentic Parmigiano Reggiano is aged for at least 2 years, and during that time, something magical happens. The proteins inside begin to break down into more absorbable forms, almost like the cheese is pre-digested. That means your body doesn't have to work as hard to use the protein inside. Just 1 ounce of grated Parmesan gives you over 10 grams of protein. That's a big win, especially for older adults who eat smaller portions. And it's not just protein. Parmesan is loaded with calcium. Every single muscle contraction in your body requires calcium. Without enough of it, your legs weaken, your hands tremble, and your energy fades. Better still, because of the long aging process, Parmesan contains almost no lactose, so it's safe for most people with dairy sensitivity. I often tell my patients, Parmesan is protein medicine. It's salty, concentrated, and it only takes a little to make a big difference. Grate it over scrambled eggs at breakfast, sprinkle it on soups or roasted vegetables at lunch, or mix it into casseroles at dinner. Even a tablespoon or 2 per meal adds powerful nutrients that your muscles crave. And when you buy the real stuff, look for the dotted rind that says Parmigiano Reggiano. You'll find the flavor is so rich that a little goes a long way. Cheese number 3, ricotta, the fast-acting repair fuel. Now let's talk about our third secret weapon, ricotta cheese. Soft, creamy, and often dismissed as a dessert ingredient, ricotta is actually one of the best fast-acting protein sources you can give your body after exercise. Why? Because it's rich in whey protein. Whey is the fastest absorbing protein available. While casein works slowly, whey rushes in, delivering amino acids to your muscles in as little as 30 to 60 minutes. That makes ricotta the perfect post-walk, post-gardening, or post-light exercise snack for seniors. Just half a cup provides 14 grams of protein, along with special amino acids called BCAAs, branched-chain amino acids, that go directly to your muscles and skip the liver. Ricotta is also low in sodium, easy to digest, and ideal for those with dental issues or poor appetite. It blends beautifully into savory dishes or sweet ones. Spread it on toast with cinnamon and honey. Stir it into pasta sauces. Stuff it into vegetables, or turn it into a protein dessert with cocoa and fruit. A study showed that seniors who ate 3/4 cup of ricotta daily not only built muscle mass, they improved balance, reduced fall risk, and felt more stable when walking. That's the kind of improvement that changes lives. And because ricotta has both whey and casein, you get the benefits of fast and slow protein absorption in one smooth spoonful. If you're finding this helpful so far, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. Every week, we break down science-backed ways to keep your body stronger after 60. And if someone you care about is over 65, consider sending this video to them. They may never look at cheese the same way again. Now, let's talk about when to eat these cheeses, because timing matters just as much as the food itself. Most seniors skip protein in the morning and try to make up for it at dinner. But the research is clear. This doesn't work. Your muscles can only absorb so much protein at once. To fight sarcopenia, you need about 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, spread throughout the day. And your first opportunity is right after waking. Your body has been fasting for 8 to 10 hours overnight. That means your muscles are in breakdown mode. The moment you eat protein, especially something like cottage cheese or ricotta, you flip the switch from breakdown to repair. So aim for protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Use our 3 cheeses as anchors. Morning, cottage cheese with berries. Lunch, Parmesan on your soup or salad. Evening, ricotta blended into your dinner. This rhythm helps your body stay in constant muscle preservation mode all day long. One of the most common questions I get is, Doctor, how much of these cheeses should I actually be eating each day? So let's simplify this. First, let's calculate your daily protein needs. If you're over 60, you need about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. To find your number, take your weight in pounds and divide it by 2.2. Then multiply that number by 1.2. So if you weigh 150 pounds, that's about 68 kilograms. Multiply 68 by 1.2, and your daily protein target becomes 82 grams. Now, you don't have to get all your protein from cheese, but our 3 muscle-building cheeses can realistically provide 35 to 40 grams per day, which covers almost half of what you need. That's a game changer for older adults who often skip meat or don't eat enough protein-rich foods. Here's a simple daily cheese plan. Breakfast, 1/2 to 1 full cup of cottage cheese, 14 to 28 grams of protein. Lunch, 1 ounce of freshly grated Parmesan, 10 to 11 grams of protein. Dinner, 1/3 to 1/2 cup of ricotta cheese, 9 to 14 grams protein. That's your protein core, surrounded by vegetables, fruit, and whole grains. It's sustainable, it's balanced, and it works. Now, let's unlock even more power from these cheeses by pairing them with simple movement. I'm not asking you to go to the gym or start lifting weights. In fact, research shows that light resistance activity, things like sitting and standing from a chair, wall push-ups, or carrying a basket of laundry, can be enough to trigger your body's muscle rebuilding systems. Here's the key. Protein works best when your muscles are slightly activated. It's like they're listening, ready to absorb what you give them. So if you do just 10 to 15 minutes of light activity and follow it with one of these cheeses, especially ricotta or cottage cheese, you'll double your muscle-building results. This is called the anabolic window. It lasts about 2 hours after activity. That's your moment to feed your muscles what they need. You don't have to be perfect, but the more consistently you pair movement with these proteins, the more youthful your muscle response becomes. You'll notice it in how you stand up, how you walk, how steady you feel. Of course, no food is perfect for everyone. Let's talk about a few precautions, gently. Lactose intolerance is one concern. Luckily, Parmesan is almost entirely lactose-free due to its long aging. Ricotta and cottage cheese contain small amounts, but many of my patients tolerate them well, especially when eaten in moderation. Start with small servings or use lactase enzyme drops if needed. Sodium is another factor. Parmesan is naturally salty, and some brands of cottage cheese are high in sodium too. Look for low-sodium versions when possible, or balance your intake with potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, or spinach. Ricotta, on the other hand, is naturally low in sodium and ideal for those watching their blood pressure. Cholesterol concerns? Modern studies show that cheese, when eaten in modest portions as part of a balanced diet, does not significantly raise heart disease risk. Still, if you have cardiovascular issues, consider low-fat cottage cheese or part-skim ricotta to stay within your comfort zone. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, remember that cheese contains vitamin K, which can interact with your medication. You don't need to avoid cheese, but you should eat it consistently and let your doctor know you've added it to your daily plan. And finally, if you have chronic kidney disease, be cautious with high protein intake. Talk to your healthcare provider before increasing your daily protein beyond current levels. The goal here isn't to scare you, it's to empower you. With knowledge, you can make smart choices and enjoy these cheeses safely. So let's turn all of this into action. Starting today. Tomorrow morning, have cottage cheese for breakfast, half a cup with berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. That's 14 grams of clean, muscle-building protein before 9 a.m. For lunch, grate a small piece of fresh Parmesan over your soup, salad, or sandwich. At dinner, fold a spoonful or two of ricotta into pasta, or spread it on toast with honey. That's your day. Already 35 to 40 grams of protein, done without overthinking. Now do this consistently, not perfectly, but consistently, for 90 days. Set a reminder in your calendar. Keep a simple food journal. Mark small wins. How steady your legs feel, how long you can stand without fatigue, how easily you climb stairs. Track the transformation. And remember, you don't need to be an athlete. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up, move a little, and feed your body what it's been quietly asking for all along. Muscle loss isn't just about aging. It's about missing the signals your body sends you. But today, you're listening. Today, you're choosing to fight back. So here's your mission. Buy these 3 cheeses this week. Eat them daily in small, consistent amounts. Move your body gently, just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Repeat it for 90 days. And when you do, you won't just feel stronger. You'll be stronger. It's never too late to start rebuilding muscle. And now, you know exactly how to do it. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to Senior Vital Health. It tells YouTube this kind of content matters and helps us reach more people like you. Leave a comment and let me know. Which of the 3 cheeses will you try first? And if you commit to this plan, come back in 90 days and share your results. I read every single message. Here's to stronger legs, steadier steps, and more freedom as you age. Now go eat some cheese. Your future self will thank you.